We're coming off a 2-1 day for plus 0.95 units. Chelsea turned a crisis into a 5-1 victory parade, our Bears dog barked all the way back, and the Carolina under got hit with a 65-point playoff flamethrower. So today we're keeping the momentum and ditching the banana peels with 3 plays. Philadelphia Eagles minus 4.5, New England Patriots minus 3.5, and Atlanta Hawks plus 6.5. First up, 49ers at Eagles, and we're laying the points with Philly at minus 4.5. This matchup is basically a physics experiment disguised as football. The wind in Philadelphia is projected to be rude, the kind of gusty situation where a spiral leaves Brock Purdy's hand and immediately files a change of address form. That matters because San Francisco's offense is built on timing and precision in the intermediate passing game, and wind turns precision into interpretive dance. But the real reason we're backing the Eagles is the 49ers' defensive missing spine problem. If you pull out the brain and the teeth, the rest of the body starts doing that cartoon run where the legs move but nobody goes forward. With Fred Warner and Nick Bosa out, San Francisco loses the 2 guys who erase mistakes. Warner in the middle cleaning up run fits and carrying routes, and Bosa forcing protections to tilt and speeding up the quarterback's internal clock. Remove both, and the easiest thing in football becomes even easier. Run the ball behind a top-tier offensive line, in bad weather, at home. And here's where Philly gets to play bully ball. Their path is clean. Lean on the run game, stay out of long yardage, and treat 4th and 1 like it's a free sample table at Costco. Wind also makes field goals wobblier, which quietly favors the team that's comfortable keeping the offense on the field. So we're not asking the Eagles to win pretty. We're asking them to win like a homeowner kicking out a house guest who said they'd only stay 2 nights and is now on week 3. Eagles minus 4.5. Next, Chargers at Patriots, and we're on New England minus 3.5. This one is a trench and temperature special, the kind of game where the broadcast booth starts naming historical naval battles because everybody's hands are frozen and nobody can feel joy. The Chargers' problem is brutally simple. You can't run an offense if your edges are collapsing like a cheap lawn chair. With both starting tackles on injured reserve, the protection math gets ugly fast. And ugly protection against a defense that can manufacture pressure is like bringing a paper umbrella to a hurricane. Now layer in the cold. Ball handling becomes a skill challenge, snaps feel like catching a brick, and that matters even more when your quarterback is dealing with a compromised non-throwing hand. We're not questioning Justin Herbert's toughness. We're saying the environment turns every exchange into a potential, oops, that's on the ground moment. And if the Chargers can't consistently protect, they also can't let deeper roots develop, which compresses the offense and makes drives feel like trying to pay rent with loose nickels. On the other side, New England has the exact recipe to cover a field goal and a hook. Defense that can dictate terms, plus an offense that can lean on the run game and let the cold do some of the work. The modeling angle here is the kicker. When we bake in the tackle injuries, the weather, and the pressure profile, the Patriots' most common win scripts look like a multiple-score game, not a one-possession nail-biter. We're not asking for perfection. We're asking for a solid, grown-up win at home. Patriots minus 3.5. Now the NBA dessert, Hawks plus 6.5 at the Warriors. And yes, we're taking Atlanta even after the headline grenade. Trae Young is gone. The market tends to react to that kind of move like it just saw a ghost, but teams don't always get worse instantly when a heliocentric star exits. Sometimes they get different. And for a short window, different can be profitable. The immediate why is defense and length. Atlanta post-trade has been playing like a team that just discovered effort is legal. More switchability, fewer automatic targets, and a cleaner defensive identity. And that's the exact kind of profile that can keep Golden State from turning the game into a 3-point avalanche. If you can throw multiple long defenders at Steph's screening maze and at least make him work for it, the Warriors' margin gets a lot thinner. Offensively, Atlanta also isn't showing up empty-handed. Jalen Johnson has been flirting with video game box scores lately, points, rebounds, assists, the whole buffet, and now the Hawks' spacing and veteran decision-making should stabilize with the new pieces. Meanwhile, Golden State is in a classic sell-high spot, coming off a blowout that inflates perception and often precedes a normal shooting night. And if it's normal shooting, not nuclear shooting, an underdog catching 6.5 is exactly where we want to live. Give us the Hawks plus 6.5 to keep it tight, and don't be shocked if this gets sweaty for the home crowd. Quick recap of the card so nobody has to rewind. Eagles minus 4.5, Patriots minus 3.5, Hawks plus 6.5. Let's keep stacking good reads. And if the under decides to explode again, we're sending the wind a strongly worded email.